Hey Rob, by the way, your Weevil account did call today and said you have a nice margin call going on. Guys here, just kidding, just kidding. That never actually happened. But point being, today we're going to be talking about my scalping strategy and how I find stocks in the stock market that I like to scalp and get in and get out to make that quick profit. But when I look for a stock to scalp, I look for three things. I look for the volume, the turnover percentage, and then I look for a news catalyst or some form of hype behind the stock, because with those three things, you have a ripe scalping opportunity to set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hop on over to the Webull desktop app, and we're going to look at one of the top runners today, the 23rd of March. I can't even remember what day it is, but Dolphin here was one of the top candidates that ran pretty much in the after hours because of a news catalyst. If we look here, that the Hall of Fame surges after announcing NFT partnership with Dolphin Entertainment. So HOFV also ran with Dolphin. So these are both NFT stocks. And if you know anything about NFTs right now, they are blowing up. Now, if you ask me what an NFT is, I got no damn clue. The best thing that I can say is you could turn it into an 8-bit image and you can apparently take one of your tweets. So anyways, but the news tab is number one. Then we go over here, we take a look at the volume, and then we take a look at the turnover percentage. Now you can see that Dolphin is literally in the top 2 or 3 categories here. You got 168.84 million shares traded within a day. And then the turnover percentage is roughly about 2,576%. So extremely high. So those are the 3 things that I personally look for. And then the next thing I do is I pull up the stock. I pull out my Fibonacci retracement, and I go from the lowest point to the highest point to look for that healthy pullback within the stock. So we want to go to 3140, which was the high in the aftermarket hours. And you can see down here in Webull that the volume was actually rather high during the day, but in the aftermarket hours, your volume's pretty much non-existent, which is pretty common. So if I wanted to position myself tomorrow morning in this stock, I'm going to be looking anywhere between 2554 and 1855. Now, it might not pull back that far. So it might pull back down here to, let's say, 2834. Personally, with me, I'm a less risky investor. I don't want to have a high risk situation on top of scalping, which is already high risk. So I don't want to really compound my risk. So I want to be a little bit more conservative and wait for it to bounce off of one of these levels of support. It doesn't really have any support up here at $28.34. Now, you absolutely could hop in and get a scalp from 28.34 to retesting the 31.40 of the all-time high of the stock. Totally could happen. Totally could be its thing, but that's just too high risk for me. I would wait for the stock to come down here, or at least show some form of support or consolidation for a good period of time. So I know that that is forming a new support level, and then it's going to rip upwards and retest that 31.40. The next thing that I really want to do is I want to take a look at the RSI, which is sitting about 60 here. We can see that when we hit that all-time high, we were definitely oversold. So 60 is sitting a little bit above neutral within the RSI. And then looking at the MACD, you definitely have the MACD crossing over. So a little bit of a bullish sign here. So we're not really overextended. We're actually closing that gap and we're being more tightly. So MACD really isn't overextended. So maybe it is a prime opportunity to hop in here at 28.47. I don't know until the pre-market hours tomorrow morning, but if I was looking at it, my personal financial strategy, I would get in at 25.34. I wouldn't risk it for the biscuit at 28.47. That just doesn't seem like a good financial decision to me. Speaking about financials, I am not a financial advisor, and this video is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. This is purely for informational purposes of me sharing my strategy with you guys on how I make scalping opportunities. But that's really about it. I don't have much more than that right now. That's really the three things that I look at. But if you do a lot of scalping opportunities, drop how you do your scalping opportunities down in the comment section so I can see what you do different than what I do, so we can compare our DD and understand what each other looks at. And I'm a noob scalper. Someone might be an advanced scalper. So, and look at me and be like, he has no idea what he's doing. But I've got about a year of this. So if you know what you're doing, please help me out, because I would much like to improve my scalping knowledge and understand how to make better scalps on here. But it's pretty much me just sitting here living in the volume and turnover percentage tabs and understanding the stocks that are trading the most, because from my knowledge, scalping requires volume. But anyways, sorry for the little bit of ramble after that, but drop your comments down below. Feel free to sound off if I'm talking a little awkwardly, or why is this guy wearing headphones? I'm wearing headphones so I can actually listen to my voice, and it's a little bit trippy because I'm not used to it yet. But like the video, comment down below, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, because smashing the like button actually helps this video get out to more people so it can be seen more. Hit that subscribe button for me, and I'll be bringing you more financial videos in the future. Peace.